What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Raw's new stars wish list, Bayley's rib backfires, Booker T is suing Call of Duty, Eddie Guerrero's daughter Shaul Guerrero quits wrestling, and why the WWE fired her, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into the first story. Now, first story looks at Damien Priest talking teaming with Bad Bunny at WrestleMania. And right now it appears the WWE is pushing for Priest to work alongside rapper Bad Bunny at WrestleMania against The Miz and Morrison. This would be a huge opportunity for Priest as it would get him mainstream exposure on wrestling's grandest stage of them all. Priest talked about what he knows of the plans, telling Rich Uchino, "That's been brought up to me by other people as well. I read the reports like everybody else did, so I don't know. But I will say this, the guy is so talented and so determined to achieve what he wants on his terms that if he wanted to do this, or he wanted to transition or wanted to wrestle, I'm sure he could achieve it." Priest talked up Bad Bunny's unexpected success and that he considers him a good person. As for working at Mania, hell, I don't care what I'm doing. First of all, I'm trying to be on WrestleMania. It can be in any way, shape or form. So to get in with someone like him and his caliber of status in this world, sign me up please. It sounds like Priest has a good attitude towards working with any opportunity that comes his way. Fans should know what's going on with Priest and Bad Bunny in the next few weeks. Next up, why WWE fired Eddie Guerrero's daughter and now she's quit wrestling. When Eddie and Vicky Guerrero's daughter Shaul began training in the WWE Universe wondered what the future awaited for her in the ring. She worked in the company from 2010 to 2014, but never worked on the main roster, instead performing in Florida Championship Wrestling and NXT before being released. During a chat with Wrestling Inc., Shaul discussed her experience as well as the events leading to her release, discussing how she battled an eating disorder for years and how the pressures of working in WWE aggravated it. There's a lot of pressure in general for anyone that walks through the door, let alone a woman, let alone a Guerrero, and the first Guerrero woman that is going to be used for in-ring abilities full time, so it was really intimidating. I clearly wasn't handling the pressure very well, and I was lashing out using an eating disorder to kind of cope with those feelings. She talked about how coaches Joey Mercury and Rob McIntyre noticed Shaul wasn't well and they suggested she go to rehab for her eating disorder, and WWE completely covered my rehab. I was in there for 3 months inpatient treatment, and I left initially because I still didn't have a grasp of how I can maintain good health, especially a newfound health. I've had this eating disorder since I was 10. It's going to take longer than 3 months for me to rework how I think about myself, let alone what people expect from me as an entertainer. According to Guerrero, she took off from wrestling for a year, but the physicality involved proved taxing. We bump Monday through Friday, and then we have shows Friday and Saturday, and you get 1 day off. That's a lot on the body, and I'm not going to lie. I couldn't keep bumping the way I was bumping, and I asked for a little time to heal. They said I was going to be okay. Don't worry, you're such a strong mic personality. I was also learning how to do commentary. I was doing all the things on the mic, but for some reason the next week they let me go, so I don't know. I don't know what their reasonings were, but I'm really happy that where I am right now, and it's made me a lot stronger as a person and made me grow a lot. However, as of this recording, she tweeted out a message saying, "Officially today I'm withdrawing from all performances and appearance scheduled in conjunction with wrestling. After a very scary mental illness crisis, I'm no longer advised by loved ones and professionals to participate in high-stress events at this time. I deeply apologize to the fans who have been respectful and supportive of me and who continue to do so. I'll be using this time to seek the help I need, re-establish my eating disorder treatment, and hopefully get answers and solutions to reach a healthy mental state. I apologize for the inconvenience and disappointment this may bring. We wish Shaul all the best and hope for a full and fast recovery." Next up, Bayley's rib backfires. Bayley's on-screen feud with the Blue Brand's Michael Cole has made for some amusing moments as the former SmackDown Women's Champion teases Cole continuously. However, a recent rib on Cole backfired when Bayley decided to have some fun at Michael Cole's expense during the Rumble. Corey Graves talked about the rib on the latest edition of his After the Bell podcast, revealing the role he played in Bayley's blunder. Bayley thought it would be hilarious to rib Cole by putting his name on the back of her hair, much like Ravishing Rick Rude used to put his opponent's face on his tights. I think that was the mentality. So we were in the barbershop that is at the Thunderdome earlier in the day, and I'm getting my hair lined up and my beard taken care of. Bayley walked in and she started asking what she should put in the back of her hair. It's been a thing she's been doing recently. She actually suggested the name Cole. As fans know, Bayley went ahead with it, even tweeting a picture of it with the message, "This victory is for you, Michael. You're done for." But there was just one problem with Bayley's plan. Cole wasn't calling the Women's Royal Rumble. Graves went on to explain what happened, saying, "About 3 hours later, I got a text from Cole and it's a photo of him and Bayley and a reminder that Cole was not calling the Women's Royal Rumble match. We had a full-blown conversation about how hilarious it would be, and even I forgot that Cole was not going to be at ringside, so I encouraged Bayley to shave Michael Cole's name into the back of her head, basically for no one's entertainment but my own." Bayley was none too thrilled with that. If you see Bayley beating up Corey Graves on SmackDown, this should explain her sudden hate fest for Graves. Next up, Booker T heading to court suing Call of Duty. It looks like Booker T's case against Activision Games is headed to trial. Booker T worked as G.I. Bro early in his career and later in WCW around 2000. In 2015, the comic book G.I. Bro and the Dragon of Death was published, with Booker T holding the rights to it. Fans may recall Booker's lawsuit against Activision Publishing Inc., Activision Blizzard Inc., and the Major League Gaming Corporation for what he claims was an authorized use of the G.I. Bro character's likeness in the Call of Duty character David Prophet Wilkes. According to Fightful, the case is now past the pre-trial phase. Booker T insists that permission was never sought nor given and that his copyrighted material continued to be infringed upon throughout distribution of the game. The lawsuit also claims that the first-person shooter is thought to have made over $1 billion since it released in October 2018. Huffman requested a jury trial and that he would be awarded whatever relief is determined by the court. He will now have a chance to present his case as jury selection will begin on April 19, 2021, before Eastern District of Texas Judge Robert W. Schroeder III. This should prove to be an interesting case, considering the huge sums that the Call of Duty series has made. And finally, Greg Hamilton's big news. Last but not least, there's a big announcement concerning WWE ring announcer Greg Hamilton. Hamilton proposed to his longtime girlfriend, Ariana Thompson, and she said yes.
"You're my best friend. You are my ride or die, Bonnie and Clyde. You are the love of my life, and you're my person. We're here because I could not stand the thought of that sun going down one more time without the absolute certainty that I would get to spend the rest of my life with you. So Ariana, will you be my forever? Will you allow me the honor of waking up every day with the goal of making you happy? And Ariana, will you marry me?"
Yes.
I'd like to send out our heartfelt congratulations to Greg and Ariana on their engagement. But there you have it, folks, the wildest wrestling news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram and Facebook for exclusive lists, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.